All right, guys, before I go into the watch list video for tomorrow, which would be what, Wednesday, October 6th, real quick, I know a lot of people have had trouble logging into our HotCom chat room, and many people have kind of found the fix and many haven't. So, long story short, we used Zoom today, and then in the middle of the day, I started experimenting because Kathy told me HotCom was good, and all it did was create chaos because then we had two rooms going, and I had people trying to help me. And long story short, against my better judgment, I'm going to try HotCom only tomorrow. All right, so check out and see if you can get in. If you can't, I've created a video kind of walking you through the steps. And the gist of it is it shows you where to download the latest version of HotCom, right? So it goes into that. I didn't feel like I did a great job explaining in the video. So just to sum up, once you download that new one, right, and you got the latest icon for HotCom on your desktop, the important thing after that is double click that and open HotCom. It won't open our chat room. It'll just open the application. Okay. Every morning, open HotCom and then go to the website, log in with your username and password to our member page, then click the connect to chat room button. You've already got HotCom open, right? You've opened that first, double clicking on the new icon that you downloaded. So the video walks you through it, but I'm not sure, like, I don't want people to think you have to download that file every morning, right? And I don't know if I was that clear in the video. The whole point is if you're one of the people having trouble, then you download that file. And then everyone should always do the other step. Once you have that on your desktop, make sure you open that and then go to the website and click on connect to chat room from our member page, right? You got HotCom open already. It'll almost be immediate too. So if you need the video walkthrough, just shoot me an email tonight or in the morning, and I will send you a link to the video that I made on YouTube walking you through it. All right. All right. So today the SPY had an okay bounce. I'll tell you what, I run scans every night. That's where I make these videos from. And I always start my scans with the watch list that I had on watch for today, right? A lot of them might be bounce plays that didn't trigger, so they go right back on the bounce list for tomorrow. And other ones might just be kind of a recent high flyer that just consolidated today. So I always start with that list. And many times the next day's list, I'll pull several off the previous day's list, right? That didn't trigger or still look good or whatever. Today, I didn't have very many of that. And so then I thought, well, okay, so let me look at some of the big movers for the day. And there weren't very many of those. And then I looked at some of the ones that tanked for the day. And this is just running overnight scans or end of day scans. And I didn't have very many of those either. So it's kind of like a weird market. I think the Dow, I don't want to say. I thought it might have been up. You know what? I'm just going to glance real quick. See if I can't figure it out. It's a bad link. Okay, so the Dow was up over 300 points today. It didn't feel like it. There's just not a lot of big movers right now. I could tell you why, but I don't know why. And I could give you a thesis, but I don't really have one other than I just always trade what I'm seeing. And right now there's just not a lot of action. So I'm not trading as much. Well, plus I've got all the freaking chat room chaos. But anyway, just note that, right? So my list isn't very long, but here we go. There's a SPY. I showed you that. And I'm going to crank through. So HLTH, Wayne did call this one today as it was curling up. Before it got there, the high of day break idea. And, it popped, kind of pulled back and hit that buy zone, retesting the high of day break, and then had a nicer move. I made some money on it, but didn't trade it very well. It was thin. It's like everything else, but it is going on the watch list for tomorrow because it's just straight off a cliff after the opening day, right? And 5-6 days down the road, and by the way, it never has broken a previous day's high. So for me, that's still, hey, maybe a catalyst tomorrow. Today's high, 11-12-ish. So maybe tomorrow back through 11, knowing that then we've got a break of today's high just above that, and even yesterday's high right above that. So you do have a stacked catalyst scenario. So anyway, that one goes on long watch. ALPP had a pop and then gapped up and then kind of a shooting star look, and next thing you know, it's right back up. So I kind of like the looks of this one for a potential long. We'll see. UNFI, nice run, kind of flagging here. Put in a green day today. We're going to see if that continues higher. Remember, I'm a day trader, so I'm only looking for intraday moves in these tomorrow if we get an A+ setup. ZETA has only been trading since, June? But the biggest move that it's ever had today, and second biggest volume since opening day. It's extended, but I do want to keep an eye on that one. MQ just goes back on bounce watch. No triggering it today. It was on watch already. PALT, same thing, back on bounce watch. Nice bottoming tail there today. DATS, just a nasty day today. It's almost round trip from where this rally started. I suspect that this one got hit because CEI got hit. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice again. With a short report, and it just got decimated today. And from what I understand, the same guy that's been pumping CEI was also pumping DATS, so they sold that one too, right? I'll just show you CEI real quick. Just got decimated. Like a week ago, it was almost $5. Today it got down to almost below $1. So I think that's what hit DATS. By the way, which makes me like it less, but I am going to put it back on bounce watch because I've had it on bounce watch for a few days. LIDR, weird chart, right? Just straight down for like 10 days in a row. After this crazy high volume move here that took it over 12, now it's all the way down almost to 4. So I do think it's worth watching for a bounce, but it is a bizarre chart. RIDE, RIDE, straight down 3 days in a row, back near recent and maybe all-time lows. I think that's a good setup for a potential bounce tomorrow. Couple more. GoGo, really strong stock, pulled back, looking for a potential long setup. And lastly, PLTR is gapping in after hours to 26.22 as I'm talking right now. So potential gapper there tomorrow. That's it. Not a very big list. Hopefully we'll find some gappers in the morning. And keep your fingers crossed that we have no chat room issues tomorrow. Again, shoot me an email if you need the link to the video on how to get into HotCom if you're one of those people that have been struggling. Many of you are just getting in there just fine because you've already taken the steps. All right? I'm done babbling. We'll see you in the chat room in the morning.